brought you on board to convert us to racers, but I think we've converted you to a cruiser. We've got the spinnaker up, we're going downwind. You resume the position, you're just reading your book. Got your bathing suit on, your coffee.
She started a new Instagram channel. Check out Nikki Anderson Cruising.
Yeah.
With my coaches, Stephane and Holland.
I'm gonna try to record this at night. It's super dark, so I had to make the camera settings a little funky. So I might look like I'm in slow motion. But I wanted to show you the symmetrical at night. And yes, those are stars in the background. So it's my watch. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We are doing really good on our polars. We're over 100%, 115% of our polars. We're at the 400-mile mark for distance to our destination. It's a beautiful night. We have some big swell behind us. And we're chugging right along here. We have the symmetrical spinnaker up. We have no main. We're giving the main a break. The wind speed's been building, which is good because this symmetrical can take up to 30 knots theoretically. Also theoretically have 2 days left. Also in the last 24 hours, we've averaged 16 knots of wind and 7.9 knots boat speed, and we covered 196 nautical miles. The day before that we did 197, so that's where we're averaging right now with about this wind. Today we have the symmetrical spinnaker, which is a little bit smaller sail, but the wind's picked up, and yesterday mostly we were flying the A2. So the wind yesterday was 13.8 and our boat speed was about 8.1. So the difference between 7.1 and 7.9 with a 3-knot difference in wind speed, we covered essentially the same amount of miles. So that's a little interesting. So today we just have a couple days left. How many days did we say left? 2?
Less than 2.
Less than 2 days. And since we have the symmetrical spinnaker up, we're going dead downwind and we have a moment to breathe between all of Nikki's enthusiastic sail changes. And so what we thought we would do is actually do an open house. So we did the brand new boat tour in a previous video, and that was before we had any of our stuff in it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to give you kind of a tour as we're underway, 14 days into a passage, so you can kind of see what it looks like well lived in. So nothing's really been super cleaned or tidied. It is what it is, and so you can kind of see what the boat is actually like while you're underway. So I guess we start with the galley. We have run out of large trash bags, first of all, so we're using these little small trash bags. But we have found the galley, everything in the galley to be pretty good. I think if I were doing mass customization and wanted to do something different, I would make the countertops not white. They show everything, but overall, ultimately, everything's really durable. There's plenty of room to put things. I've had plenty of space to store everything we need. It's worked out really, really good. The position of the oven microwave is absolutely fine. Some people like it higher up in there, but I can't really reach it from up there because I'm 5'2". And also, this is the cooktop, which some people think is a weird position, but it's been completely fine for me to cook. Again, I'm short, so it's easy to reach everything and get to everything, and I'd rather have the working counter space here than the stovetop here, and then I have no other working space other than this little area here. So we have the snacks and everything, and that's been really useful. Kind of quick action items, and then cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies up here. The fridge and the freezers, as I mentioned in a previous video, we've had plenty of refrigeration room, mostly for all my sauces and juices and leftovers. It's been fine having a fridge this size, for sure. From this area, we have the baskets where we kept all of the produce. I just got these at IKEA. They're kind of breathable baskets. They're stacked differently, of course, when they're full, but it's been great to keep the vegetables. Got these little boxes to store some of our items, like the headsets, the rangefinder, the Garmin InReach here, VHF. The nav station has been really handy, and it's a good overall area here. Stuff kind of accumulates, but it's been fine. Stephane keeps his toolbox underneath the desk, and I keep my little stool because when I sit at the desk, I like my feet to touch something. This is been really interesting. Basically what I did is I gave everybody a cubby to put their stuff in. Life jackets, phones, books, sunscreen, gloves, head torches, all tend to congregate, and it's just, rather than having everybody keep it in their bedroom, it's just been easier to provide a place for everybody to put their stuff up here. Dottie lives up here, and Dottie's stand lives up here for now, and yeah, it's been fine. It doesn't move. We have other items like these lamps that I charge over here, and another little box with cords and card games and some sunscreen and whatnot. So this whole area has been really nice. I really like the multifunction table. We keep it in this position, which I don't even think is a real position. I think you're supposed to sort of have it half turned or all the way open. But we open it all the way when we have dinner, and then when, like for night watch and stuff, we just leave it like this, and it's just easier to get around the table and move around basically. So all that's been good. Seglin's doing her laundry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everett's laundry day.
And Nikki's doing her laundry. And Stephane's lounging.
I'm watching people doing laundry.
Yeah. Yeah, this area has been a great place to kind of congregate. We haven't eaten too much at this table.
No.
We snack maybe and have a little bit of lunch, but...
Yeah, play cards.
Play cards, yeah, listen to music.
Play some games, listen to some music.
Yeah.
Chill.
We've got our little whiteboard up here, which we thought was kind of fun. We have 2 days left, and just kind of keeping notes. That's been actually a little fun. I don't know. We'll see if it stays long term. I don't love it, but Stephane does, so that's how it is. Down in our cabin, yeah, everything's been really nice down here. We have been able to get good airflow, good light, or no light with these shades. Outremer includes these shades. You just put them on the window and it keeps the light out. It's actually super handy. There's tons of space to store stuff here. We took the comforter out of our duvet, yoga mats, computers, etc. Closet space for all of our clothes that are too hot to wear. Actually need to probably edit this out and bag it at some point. We've kept kind of hat bins for hats and sunglasses down here for other things. The router lives down here. Closet space has been really useful. Yeah, the bathroom has been big enough. You don't need any more space than that. The shower, which you guys saw in Lake One, I kind of showed you that a little more with this little window where you can kind of look out outside. I don't think the camera will show very much, but yeah. It's been a really nice living space. Plenty of space for sure. Wide enough openings. Nothing to complain about. How have you liked the nav table?
Oh, it's great. Office chair, super comfortable. Got the iPad to get a repeater of the BNG that is outside, and that's our nav station with a computer inside.
You guys have probably seen a lot of that.
I give you a peek of everything in there. So yeah, we have everything we need here, and so super comfortable, and we go out and check out everything outside, and super easy. And I love leaving with the doors wide open.
Yeah.
And then we open those windows to get a little bit more of an airflow. So it's very very comfy.
Yeah.
Very homey.
Seglin, take us down to your she cave.
I have the
Has it
little
been-
pool up front.
Down here.
It's good. My room is also the storage room, so everyone's favorite person.
Yeah, you have all the storage, so we're always in and out of your room.
Yep.
But it's your little she cave. How's it been working out?
It's been working out good, especially the last few days. It's less bumpy, so it's nice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, is it comfortable? I mean, is it too crowded, or do you
it's
feel
perfect.
claustrophobic, or?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I now have the little project box in
You get
front.
the project boxes and
It
the
was
extra
in the back of the
Dyneema
room, so every
line.
time it was like back there, so now it's in the front. Made a little improvement. But yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yep. And yeah, we have just these little cubbies and spots that get kind of stuff gets put there. The shower's been okay, and
Yeah,
everything's
been
still
great.
bathroom's been working fine. No,
And Stephane has been sharing our room with our spare parts
Yeah.
and lines and rigging stuff, and so thank you.
she said she's everybody's favorite person.
Oh,
Yeah.
self-declared.
Gotta have a passcode to get in.
Yeah.
Give me my chocolates.
That
Yeah.
means you have to keep your room in order every time.
Yeah. And I won't give you a tour of Nikki's room, but basically, it's well lived in.
Wow.
No. So that's the open house tour. You can kind of get a feel for what the boat looks like lived in and underway. We also have been using the freezer, the Dometic freezer, quite a bit. And it's been great because the last few days, as we've run out of fresh fruits and vegetables, we've had smoothies, which have been a little morale booster, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of stuff in there.
Some food. Ooh.
Yeah. Over here we have our garage. We call it the garage. And what goes in here is, I don't know, anything you would put in a garage. Chemicals, oil, cleaning supplies, epoxies, stuff like that. There's ventilation in here. So yeah, any kind of chemical-y kind of thing. This was originally a storage locker for the gas, if you have a gas stove. We don't have a gas stove, but that's what that's for. Stephane's gonna give us a tour of the front lockers and what we keep in there. And while he's opening it. This is the day we're having sailing. Following seas. Right now, I don't know if you can see this. We have about 17, 18 knots of wind. We're going 7, 7.5, 8 knots. And we're pretty much dead downwind. Right now I'm in the sail locker to give you some scale or frame of reference. Again, I'm about 5'2". Can you stand up fully in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And we keep our sails, our gangplank, our gangway, extra lines, which I showed you the other day, and our sails. We have 3 sails stored in here now with these really great shelves, which have been super handy. We try to keep this one pretty tidy because it has our sails in it.
And then the hydro generator gets stored here.
Hydro generator gets stored here when we're not using it, so that's also handy.
And a bunch.
Yeah, and sail ties. And we have these little shelves we aren't fully using yet. And then the poles where we can hang stuff as well. We still have the asymmetric on deck. It was really wet when we took it down, so I think we're trying to figure out how to dry it out at some point before we store it away after our trip. And then over in this locker, we have everything else. So this one's a little more. We store the outboard here away from the sun and the salt. It's a little bit of a mystery to us how we're going to get that out once we get to the other side, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Let me take you down here. So now I'm down inside the port side locker, and we have all the covers, the tent, luggage, and then some toys, Stephane's kiteboarding stuff, some swim stuff, our BCDs live down here, is kiteboarding stuff. We have a bike, kiteboard, extra fenders, extra cushions, yeah, our regulators, and more sail ties. I love sail ties. Right? It's weird to think we're only 330 or so miles from our destination. Don't forget, we'll be in Miami for the Miami Boat Show. We'd love to meet you in person and answer any questions you might have and just chit chat and talk about boats. There's nothing more we love than people that talk about boats and want to talk about boats. So please give us a shout if you're going to be in the area.